joining me another Let's Talk with the Doc. I'm excited to be here again on this evening, and I am more than excited because I have with me the Gibson Brothers are back on Let's Talk. If you thought the first round was good, hold on there because now their sounds are coming through. The only thing we're gonna have a problem with is that we can synchronize them because of the differences in location and the traveling of sound is gonna, create a little havoc. But I'm sure they're gonna do their number by themselves and make it exciting. So hang in there. When we come back, I will be talking to the Gibson brothers. They are right here, live and ready. All right, let's go. ORB Ministry presents Let's Talk with the Doc. Grace Without Borders podcast. A thought for you. Ask Pastor. And a whole lot more. You never know what's next or who will join the conversation. All right, so we have with me again the Gibson brothers are back on Let's Talk with the Doc, and we all look good and ready to go. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? And we're our friends and everywhere who are joining us on Let's Talk with the Doc. All right, my friends, here we are. We have again, like we did the first time, we have Garnet, we have Jason, and we have Carl. Last time we talked about, only Carl was real. And so he made himself out to be the real Gibson, Carl, real Gibson. So he's implying by his identity that the other Gibsons are not real. But this is the
Whatever, man.
Carl. Somebody said we don't know how me and them are gonna work it out, right? So if we're gonna take the real status, but it's personal identity. But we know all the Gibsons are real. So I have with me again Carl, real Gibson, uh, uh, Gawain Garnett Gibson, and Jason Wilden Windale Gibson. The
Yes,
guys are
sir.
here. Welcome back, guys, to Let's Talk with the Doc. How was
Thank,
it been for you guys? Who we gonna take it with? Let's take it from the top down.
uh, you know what? I don't like talking first. So
oh, Lord.
so, so let's talk. I
But
yield.
you're talking right now, so does you mind keep going?
Well, it has been great, Pastor. I am great. God has been good, and I'm grateful for another opportunity to be here, just to share and give my testimony and be here with you and my brothers. I'm just so excited to be here.
I am excited that you are here too, and I am so excited to have the guys, the brothers are here.
yes, sir.
That's just a treat that doesn't happen frequently. Not many people can say I have the three Gibson brothers, the legend, and I calling you guys legend in your own way, young legends, but boy, you guys are legend, and I'm giving you that kudos right off the block.
Appreciate that,
Thank
Bishop.
you, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
So we come down to Mr. Carl.
Mhm.
Hello, everyone. Thanks again for having me, Doc. Appreciate it. Get to share, just a few things about myself and the family, and to share with my brothers. What joy to have them again. I've spoken to them separately, outside of this conversation. but maybe tonight we'll have a different kind of vibe or flow when we get into things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I look forward to that. Thanks for having us again. Thank you for joining.
All right. Thank you for joining me again. I'm excited to have the brothers with me. So, and here we go with Mr. Jason.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Doc, for having us again. I really do appreciate the opportunity to share our story. I don't take it lightly, and I really, really do appreciate it. Good to be here with my brothers. I feel like I have an army behind me right now supporting me. Just being here with my brothers. So to God be the glory. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, I am looking forward. We are ready right here. So here we are in it right now. So the last time we were here, we tried to go over we went over the whole storyline of where, who was born where and the youth days coming up and how things have transitioned and who went away first. And we cover all that, talk about mother, father, where you guys were born. I've been thinking about it, right? I've been thinking about it, and I said, I've been thinking, and I said to myself, even up to recently, there are very few people, there are very few people who
Yeah.
could have you guys talking to who knows more about your story than I do, right?
Yes.
There's a big gap in between. I understand that, but if I can go from the beginning, as I said, Jesus said to the Pharisees, before Abraham was, I
I
am.
am.
I am.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit of the story even before you guys were, so we're not gonna go back. We're not gonna go back to that again. But what have you guys been doing since the last time you were here? What happened? What, because you guys are busy people. What happened since the last time we were here?
I mean, Wendell is the busy one, I would say.
Carl, Carl,
He's the
you
busy
wanna
one.
you wanna turn this up a little bit more, Carl? You wanna push your mic up your volume a little bit up more, a little bit more,
Check. You got, how's that?
a little bit, man. Okay, that's good. All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cause I'm the busy one, but I beg to differ. But
Well, you take the
um,
mic though.
no, may I answer him? But the yeah, it's since the last time we met, God has been really good. Been at my church working. As I told you the last time, I'm focusing a lot on video editing and all of that. So that has been going well. Been doing a little bit more of that. Um, the last time, let me see, Easter, run about Easter, I was able to, do something real good for the church, along with a very what do you call it, a team of very talented people. Was able to do, the Easter production. We used to do that at church, live plays, all of that kind of stuff. But we couldn't do that this time because of COVID. So we're able to transition online to a more, video production aspect of it. So that happened since the last time. And since then, been just doing a lot more video production, being at church, serving the Lord. You know the deal. That's it.
So if they're not careful, they can find you one day looking for your Sunday morning and you're somewhere doing production instead of playing music.
Not at
Lord.
all. Not at all. The house of the Lord comes first. First.
Yeah.
Even while I used to be a lot on the road, gigging and stuff like that, I've taken a Greyhound bus right back to make sure I get back to church Sunday morning. I'm not missing church Sunday morning. I need to be in the house of the Lord.
That's dedication and commitment, and I appreciate that. That's great. And just to my friends and the friends of Carl and the friends of Garnet and the friends of Jason, there is one thing you have as a power in your hand. The power in your hand is to hit your share button. The power in your hand
Yes.
is to hit your share button and share it to public. Don't share it to a little group. Share it to public that everybody can get to come in and listen to these guys because these are among the best of brothers who play music for the kingdom. I'm not exaggerating that. I'm serious about that. If you never hear them play, you'll hear them play individually. I wish that they could play all together, but location, internet transmission, what do you call it, the broadband, different levels, gonna cause some drop in the, and once there is a timing and rhythm stuff that messed up in music, it makes no sense. If you
Mm-hmm.
know if it's not synchronized perfectly, it makes no sense. You're gonna hear two, three things happen, one coming in the echo like you go in the woodland and say hello. You say ho 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 ho.
True.
That's
Yes.
And
true.
it didn't make no sense. So they're gonna play individually, but they are as good individually with their own setup backup as they would be if they were in one place. One of these days, maybe we'll get them all together and just sit down and just digest what they have to offer. All right,
Yeah.
so Mr. Carl, what have you been doing since the last time we were here?
Um, well, I'm currently trying to get um, myself situated in my studio, actually. I'm working on a project, but transitioning from a room that I had in the house to an external space outside, trying to get that set up to continue the project. But that's one of the main things I've been working on. Nicholas's album launch that's coming up next week.
Yeah.
He's launching his album, and that's going to be next week at the 10th. I think, is it not next week or next 2 weeks? Could be. I don't know. But that's where I've been with family, work, church work. Secular job. I've been just going, and going and going. There's no break. Like today, there's absolutely no space between. I felt like one of those musicians that book their shows, what, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8,
Uh-huh.
8 to 9. It was
Uh-huh.
just going, and I mean, I know that I'm busy doing good stuff. I'm not just doing that. But you'll hear more about the project. I said that the last time, and I still didn't get to finish up everything. But new things happening. Like I said, transitioning from in-house to out external. That's taking a lot of work and preparation and sound treatment and all of that.
Yes,
And,
sir.
and of course, just to add, and my kids are driving me up the wall. That's probably a full day's job. So, um, yeah,
Yeah, here is only one thing we can hope that when they drive you up the wall, you can figure out how to come back down.
Come on.
that's true. That's so true.
And don't fall off the wall, right? Make sure you figure out how to come back down. And if they
Yeah.
drag you up and you can't come back down, then that's a problem.
That's the
Yes,
problem.
sir.
Anyway, so I noticed that since the last time what you are we are implying or suggesting that you have outgrown your borders, right? You expand beyond the room in the house. Now you want your own place now to broaden yourself because you put on size.
I mean, if that's how you want to put it, but I'll take it.
Well, I'm,
I'll
re- I'm,
take it.
re- I'm reading what you say. You're looking for more space, so that means you
Uh,
outgrow where you were.
well, that's true. That's and if I might just jump back a bit, before getting here, leaving Jamaica was a really big decision for me,
Yeah.
in particular, because that came about at a time when I would say, at my peak, you know, at that stage in my life where, I've been getting the calls. There's not a concert that would keep without coming through me, you know. And I'm sorry about that. I think they're testing something outside.
Oh, I was
Um,
wondering what was that?
yeah, no, it's not gunshot. So you're safe. You're safe.
No, no, it's
Uh,
not happening where I am. I can get shot through receipt.
yes.
With technology
So
these days, you don't know.
Right,
I know, right?
Right?
So that transition was really difficult for me, personally, because I came up through my wife. She was the one who got a job offer over here, and we is either I stay and continue building my empire, or whatever you want to call it, or I just run with the family and just start over. And that's a really big decision,
Yeah.
and one that I'm very proud that I made, because I can see where he's stretching me out. It's one thing to be in a country where you're well known, and you know something is happening, somebody calls on you. But there's another thing to be in a country that it's huge, and
Mm-hmm.
that
Uh-huh.
your name is not even, I would say it's not on the lips of anybody, so to
Yeah.
speak. But in the interim, in those small gathering or whatever, God is just making the connection, making the link, and He's dropping me into the places that I need to be, and it's expanding, And I made this quote the other day, I said, I like slow, steady forward movement. I like that
Yeah.
because it is slow and it is being built, with thoughts and with all of that, put inside of it. It's not rushed, So when you get there, when I get to that place where I want to be or where I see myself, it would be sturdy. It's a sturdy foundation. So I like that. I'm not rushing, and I don't have to step on anyone. I don't have to put anyone down. I don't have to down talk anybody, or I don't have to put in a bad word here or there for nobody to
Right.
to get up there. It's just happening slowly but surely.
That's the right attitude.
Hey man, I see you as somebody look like your mom saying, "Getting your fair share, my son." So hey, Sister Rose, hi Rose. Hey,
Hi, mommy.
I got your boys here with me. I got your boys here with
Hey,
me.
mom.
We go so far back before she even, get into this place of having husband, let alone boys and girls. So far back. The story goes way back. I like the thought, Carl, of slow forward, steady move. I like that because slow forward, steady it suggests that you clear the path step by step, so you don't miss anything. You
True.
don't miss sunset. Oh my God, why did I? Once you go slow, steady, and forward, you know where the steps have been and how you get to where you are. So
Mhm.
there's no surprise when you get to where you are because
Yes.
you
Yeah.
built it. You built the momentum step by step. It's not
Yes.
like a shock that something just boom. I said, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Step
Yeah.
by step.
And don't know how to maintain it, eh?
Don't
That's
know how to
right.
maintain it.
Yeah.
As one of my favorite personal thoughts, and that I quote that I've been using, recently and frequently a little bit, is that one of these days God will show you the mystery of your history. I may have said that before. God will show you the
Ooh.
mystery of your history, because
Yes.
sometimes in our journey we don't know why things flow the way, and we don't know how we get to why some things happen,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
while they're happening, it sometimes don't make any sense.
Yeah.
But then when we look back and said, now I can put meat on the bone. Now I can look at it and said, I can put the pieces into, it's like the puzzle. I can
Yeah.
put the pieces into place because I have traveled there and I know what happened there. And now what was mystery to me now only becomes my history. And I can now state my history, which was once a mystery.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
True.
Well
That's
said.
that's
Well
that's
said.
good.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
All right, all right. So, Mr. Garnett, I kind of see you regularly. So, tell the rest of people what have you been doing since the last time we met? You
I
know,
was I
what,
was about I
what,
was about to ask you to tell them for me.
no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't see all your action. I see you, once or twice a week. So I don't know what you do on the other 5, 6, 7 days and the rest of nights. But before you get to what you've been doing,
Yes.
Jason is expanding into digital, what do you call it?
Video editing.
Video editing, etc., etc. Carl is moving out of his smaller place into bigger place because his shoulders are getting broader, and he's moving slowly, meticulously forward. Okay, so what's Garnet been doing since the last time?
Well, since the last time, I'm still a husband to my wife, Rita, Rathia, who has just lost
You
her.
gotta make sure you really are, because
Yes,
we'd be in real trouble.
and
Yeah.
she's just lost her mom, so I just want to say a big shout out to her
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
family as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And to my son Roman, who's I wouldn't say he's driving me up the wall. I'm already up the wall, and I don't know how to come down
Oh, Lord have
from
mercy.
him. Also, I've been doing some producing just recently. there are two songs, two singles that I did are about to be released. I didn't want to call all the artists' name on here because I don't know if they want me to
All right,
talk about that.
you don't have to say that. Just
And
what you've been doing.
yes,
Yeah.
and then I'm still on the finishing up of an album that I'm working on for another artist as well. So apart from just being family, COVID still has have us locked down basically. So we're not going many places. But just being here, you know, being a dad, trying to learn
Hmm.
the ropes of being a dad,
Yes,
and
sir.
like I said, I'm being up on the wall, not knowing how to come down because my son literally,
Help
you
him,
know.
Jesus.
But shout out to Roman, he's listening, and I
Love
know
that boy, man.
I'm gonna get a mouthful from him after I'm finished.
All right.
Yeah.
So okay. So I'm gonna provide you a ladder because I'm nearby. I'm nearby enough.
Yes, sir. Make your way down.
It's interesting that Karen Fraser Christie just asked Gawain Garnett Gibson, "Are you all real brothers?" My wife responded to that and said yes. Then, and just in case Karen didn't see that, their mother Rose Gibson just was giving compliment to one of her sons. Yes, they are real blood brothers. Blood brothers. All right.
Yes,
Not,
yes,
Yes,
not,
man.
Karen.
none of them is adopted, a
Yeah,
foster child. They are real blood brothers.
yes,
Yeah.
All right, my friends, I'm talking to Carl and I'm talking to Jason, I'm talking to Garnet on Let's Talk with the Doc. And as I said earlier, you have the power in your hands to share. Hit your share button right if you're on Facebook, right to the bottom right of the video. There's a share button there. Hit it and share public. On YouTube, the same thing. Hit it, share public. I want the world to see and hear these guys because they're going to be playing their instruments. They are really good at what they do. All right. And so Jason, since the last time, he has expanded into video editing and creating video clips, and so he is marketing himself. These guys just is incredible. They're incredible. You just hear Garner talking about two singles and album that he's been working on, artists that they work.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that later on. Carl is he's been down with Nick with DJ Nick there, is at an album coming out very soon, and the guy is the bass line behind it,
Yes,
and
sir.
Jason gone wild digital. I mean, we're where is the end for these guys? Where is the end for these guys? There is no end, and I am just so proud and excited about to you guys. So before we even go into further and ask you some of these most memorable moments and all of that stuff, I'm gonna ask you to play something. Play something just to let them hear that hey, these guys got game. So who's gonna take it first? We're gonna leave the bass guy for the last. So Jason, you wanna lead it out since you're Mr. DJ Ginny Child?
All right. All right.
Just play something that makes you feel good. They're gonna be playing for us. All right.
Okay. Hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
All right.
As good as it gets. Again, the last time it was Mr. Jazz. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Hmm.
Ah,
Mhm.
well.
Okay, come on now.
Well,
Come
well.
on now, Missy.
What? Listen, man. What do you do after that?
I,
That is that.
Just pack up your bass and go
I
home. You know.
Whatever, whatever,
Hey,
I don't want to play.
that,
Nope, nope,
whatever, man,
nope. I don't
whatever,
want to play. No, no, no,
listen,
no, no.
whatever.
that is some crazy music,
That is awesome.
and the comments that I'm hearing, I can't keep up, right? I can't keep up. Well. At least your mom said, "Glory, hallelujah, praise the Lord." But somebody, I think your sister said, "Am I in heaven?"
Oh,
And one person said, Jason is like a beast on the I think it's Jonel
He's a
Monroe.
beast.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
Jonel
man.
said, and she said, wow, Jason is a beast on the keys. I love it.
I appreciate that, Jono.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up. The comments
Oh
are
my
too much. I
God!
can't keep up.
Wow!
They're coming fast and furious. But I
Wow!
could see the reaction on your brother's face.
Yes.
I could see Carl just like, that is hitting me something.
Man, I'm gonna have to rewatch. I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I was soloing in the background, you know.
That was like, when Jamaican, they say one good thing about music, when it hits your
It
feet,
you
no
feel
pain,
no
You
right?
pain.
feel it. That's
Feel no
it.
Yes,
pain.
No feel,
and
no
and
pain.
that was
Whew.
hitting, boy. That was hitting. That was really hitting.
it
Hey,
I
was.
appreciate that. I
that,
appreciate that,
that
Pastor.
was hitting, and I could, you don't have to go back and read all those comments because they were coming up too fast. I couldn't even, put them on screen. They were just coming too fast. That is
No,
incredible. That is
no disrespect, Pastor. I think you should go to the next question, and then we get a chance to cool off and we play later because I don't want to play after this.
Man,
listen, listen.
So go.
It
no,
is,
sir.
it,
No,
it is,
sir.
it is.
Yeah.
Let brotherly love continue. It's just
Uh,
brothers and brothers, right?
Preach.
So
Preach. Yeah.
Oh
You know,
my
the
God.
Bible, we talk about it in Bible study last day. So esteem the other man highly than yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Give the esteem. So now
Yes.
we're gonna get Garnet come in now. He's the key on the key, and then Jason's gonna say, "Oh my God! Oh, look at my brother." So let's go. We got
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
big brother.
but
Let's go.
I don't have a jazz tunes.
No, no, no. We don't doing jazz. It's not a jazz night. It's your thing, right? It's your thing. So
Ooh.
here we go. My
Oh
friends,
well.
my friends, don't forget to share. And if you hold a second, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's time to do it. And follow me on Facebook. Make sure because you never know who's gonna join the conversation.
Hold on, let me. I think there's a connection. Okay.
We can hear you loud and clear.
I think I'm having a connection issue right here. All of a sudden, when I'm about to put. Okay. Hmm.
I hear you.
Mhm. young,
That's my brother right
young,
there.
young legends, young legends, young legends, young legends got music to the T. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't know how Carl is gonna get himself back together because the amount of rock with painful rock that I see him doing. I'm wondering.
Yeah, man.
He's like, oh my god, I don't think he do that with the bass. Oh my god, he's doing that with the bass and the keyboard. So what am I supposed to do? Right?
Yeah, I know. Man.
Oh man, that is incredible. That's the Gibson Brothers, my friends. And if you haven't yet shared this to your friends and the public, it's time now to just pause, take your eye off of the camera, look down on the video right below it, and hit your share button to the public so your friends and their friends can see and join us because we're just getting started. The Gibson Brothers are back. They are back and they are back. They're back and they're furious right now because they're furious, and it is not a competition. They're not
right.
trying to outdo each other. But as somebody said, I think Princess Liz Grant said, "When you got it, you got it." Right? When you got it, you got
Mhm.
it. You're not faking it. You're really doing it. All right. So
We're giving God the glory with it.
giving God the glory. You guys are just incredible, incredible, incredible. If I had the money, if I had the money to afford it, I would build me a really big church and I would employ all three of you.
Oh yeah.
And I'll gladly come.
If my brothers are involved,
I'll build
I'll
a
be there.
church and I would employ all you three to be my musicians. I think somebody said in the comments line, I'm gonna run and grab my drums. Somebody said
Yes.
Ah.
Get geared to knock the tambourine.
that that is incredible. That is incredible. All right, Mr. Carl. I know. There was a time when we thought that bass guitar only play backup.
Mhm.
No, sir.
And we used to think that if there is no keyboard and tambourine and guitar and drums, there is no place for the bass. But you have changed that perception that
Yes, it did.
Oh
bass
man.
can go so low, right? Bass
Mhm.
can go
Absolutely.
so low. And so the bassman can do it all by himself. In other words, when we were growing up, they said, why you hear him? He make the bass talk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So go, Mr. Carl, real Gibson. You're the real guy. Now make the bass talk.
Well, I'm not going to have a long piece because I'm just sharing what's on my heart. Garnet and Wendell, but mostly Garnet took me down memory lane with that
Yeah.
piece there that he did. Took me way back. So I'm probably gonna switch up and play something that I felt when he was playing that.
Okay.
Whatever you feel, man. Nothing better than what you feel, because it comes from the heart.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Baseline. Yeah.
Oh, he knock it out.
Oh
Oh.
man. Oh man. Oh wow. That
Oh,
Oh.
boy knock
he
he
knocked,
knock
he knocked the whole system out.
knock it out. Oh
Oh
Man.
man.
my goodness. Oh,
No,
Oh.
no, that's power.
that is his system come and manage it.
Man.
Now he really need to get into a bigger place where he
Oh man.
have a bigger setup. We lost you, Carla. We're gonna come back to you, man. We're gonna come back to you, and when you come back, we're looking forward for you.
I just hope
Yes.
he's not playing by himself right there.
I,
Yeah.
that is not fair to Carla.
Oh my God.
Base out. Or maybe he's kicking and kick the wires out somewhere around there, So all right. So what while brother Carl try to get himself back into all right, that may be him coming back there. I don't know what happened, Carl. You play yourself to you
Man, I lick out the speaker. I lick out everything.
Yeah,
oh
man.
my
That's power, bro. That's power, man.
So so your last note was that was your last
Okay.
note.
Yeah.
Show off.
Yeah.
all right, all right, all right.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
ah,
just having a little fun there. That's all.
That
Yeah,
was more
man.
than fun.
man,
That
man, man.
that
The,
make me want to say Aki no sweet, so.
yeah, something not sweet, so no, right?
Yeah.
The only piece missing of that was Lester Lewis, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. It's his song, actually.
Jesus is the winner man, the winner man all
Yes.
the time. All right. All right, that is just incredible. That was just incredible. You guys are just incredible musicians that really good at what you do. And Garnet, you weren't singing. I think Thalia was saying that that was like the song you were playing was like very timely. Like she,
Oh,
Yeah.
like
wow.
she really needed that. I don't know.
Oh, praise God.
So yeah, so you just never know, right? You just never know
Mm-hmm.
what God
That's
Amen.
is
right.
doing. Shout out
Amen.
to everybody who is watching, wherever you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, the Gibson brothers. And for those who are wondering if these are real brothers, look at them.
Could pass for triplets.
They're right. These are these are real brothers. Good job, my baby. Second, I don't. The comments have come up too fast. I can't even keep up. Somebody, oh, Daniel Gibson.
Yes,
Good
that's
job,
Carl's baby right there.
I say, good job, my baby, my second winner man, my second winner man. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right. Just hit your share button and tell everybody about it. The guys are here. All right, they're just getting started. All right, we just gone less than an hour, so we got a way to go. All right. Um, Tell me some, some of the and let me just highlight Jason again because those people not those people who are maybe having video editing or you want intro and outro, especially everybody's gone digital these days and doing
Yes.
programs, live programs. If you are doing a program and you want to have an intro, a nice professional intro or outro, then you might want to talk to Jason. What you pro is a JW?
Um, say that again. Say that
JW,
again.
what's your student name again?
Oh, JMG Studios.
JMG Studios. JMG Studios, right?
Yes.
JMG Studios.
Yes.
And just in case you want to see what Jason can do, here is my intro that Jason did. I'm gonna play it again just for you if you want to see a little bit of what Jason do. And by the way, since he did mine, he got better.
Yeah. I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that.
Since it might get better because he's growing into this thing. He's going. So this is my intro. Let's ORB Ministry presents Let's Talk with the Doc. Grace Without Borders podcast. A thought for you. Ask Pastor. And a whole lot more. You never know what's next or who will join the conversation.
Yes, sir.
That was part of Jason's work. And the man is just building an empire, and we soon don't know where to find him and what he's doing. So JMG Studios is the professional edge. Who does say? Candy Kane says that.
Mm.
JMG Studio is the professional edge. So if you need
Thanks, babe.
to get something done, they need to talk to Jason. I'm sure they'll tell you how to email them or inbox them or some. I don't think they want to give phone numbers on here because they might get too many spam calls. But uh,
We're getting spam calls already.
Find me on
maybe
Facebook,
you'll find them on Facebook and
J
email
Keys. Yes.
keys and Facebook. And if somebody's on YouTube, where they find if they're on YouTube.
I'm not on YouTube at this
Or
moment.
they can find you, or they can find you, or they can find you. What's an email address or something? Or,
Okay.
or
Email address.
contact me so I be the middleman so I can get a cut out of it, right? You get
email email is gibson_keys@hotmail.com, or you can find me on Facebook for the moment, working on the Instagram, working on the YouTube. um, Facebook is JAYKEYS, J Keys. You'll find me, and just shoot me a message, and that should be good.
all right. So all those intros and outros make you look better than what you really are. So yeah, so that. All right. Thank you for joining me again, and I have the Gibson Brothers here, and this has been an interesting time of coming back together. So a couple of the questions now that we're gonna ask. I did ask what are you currently working on. I did we ask that right? What happened is the last time, and
Yes,
so
yes,
Yes.
what
yes, you
you're
did.
working on. Um, tell me something. Tell me something about you, young men. That I mean, there are a lot of things that I don't know. But tell me something about you that won't put you in danger or any trouble.
First and foremost.
First of all, you gotta weigh that out, right? You gotta weigh that out. Weigh that out and put a disclaimer on that. All right. And I think this may be who's paper black, right? That's your son, Garnet?
Paper, man, I don't even know.
Paper black. Somebody
That
said Garnet
yeah,
for the
look, my son have so many YouTube channels. I just lost
Wow.
track.
anyway, somebody said Garnet Works production. So there's somebody
Yeah,
selling their production. We're gonna come back to
yeah,
Garnet
that
Works.
has to be Roman.
Yeah, Garnet Works production company. Yeah, we know Garnet have works and we know Garnet do that. These guys are producers and musicians and just incredible young men. And I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud to have known you from I said before you saw light. You know,
Amen.
and to watch you guys, although I have a gap in between, as I said, a few years and a gap in between, but what started out, is still metastasizing and is still growing into something bigger. And who would have thought that I would live to see these years and to look at these young men and to see, wow, look how far they have come and look what they are doing in the kingdom. Look how they're dominating. They might not say they're doing that, but they're really dominating the music world.
Yes,
And
sir.
earlier Carl said, my little name, in the country of Jamaica, maybe everybody know Carl Gibson playing for all some of these top artists, but then coming to this big country of 300 odd million people, and maybe the name is not known, but when the man goes solo, when the man goes solo with that bass and begin to take this place, and people not familiar with solo bass, then you're gonna start make a name for yourself. This guy is a solo bassy. That's
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
a big deal. All right. So tell me something about you that people don't know. That is legitimate or legal for them to know, that it won't cost you your life or your career.
Well, I mean, I'll start out. A lot of people don't know that I'm a reverend. I have
What?
my
What?
minister's
You're a
license.
what?
Reverend.
Wow, I'm just learning that, sir.
Whoa,
I,
oh,
I start to fret because all them joke I call him and talk about it, and if I know he was a reverend. I mean,
Wow,
that's breaking news, and let's talk what.
yes.
So we're really talking about the man is a reverend.
wow.
I've
Oh, all
I've
right.
I've, I've been a reverend for what, since about 12 years now, since 2008. Yep.
And
Yep.
what?
Okay.
How did you hide that from your brothers?
I told them, but it's been 12 years. Maybe they don't remember.
What?
But
No,
but
sir,
that's
I don't
that.
remember
But
that.
that's the thing. But hold on. But that's the thing. You say tell something that many people don't know. Like even my brothers, they never see me play like how I played earlier, right?
Never.
Mm-mm.
Right, because I honestly don't believe in showboating. I don't believe in just show off, and you'll never find me in church with a camera on me playing, while I'm in the house of the Lord worshiping.
I mean,
That's
I would.
God's time. Right. So many things a lot of people don't know, because not that I'm private, but I don't showboat. So yes, I'm a reverend. I've been a reverend since about 2008. Licensed minister in the Church of God. Um, have my license, all of that kind of stuff.
Wow, that's
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
That's something. I don't know if I can top that, bro.
We're not topping anything. We were just talking.
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible. Because if the brothers don't know, they say you told them, but maybe you just gonna tell it slightly. It's gonna say, yeah, I'm a reverend right now. Maybe, but take the guys just serious and say, listen, man, I have been licensed. I am a licensed minister.
Yes,
In
sir.
the Church of God, and that don't come like like just looking on somebody and say they got process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you understand, and the truth about it, many people, even at my church, don't even know.
Wow.
Because again, I don't promote that stuff. If it comes up, it comes up. If you can't, respect me as, brother Gibson or brother Jason, then my title shouldn't make you respect me. In other words, if you only respect me because of the title, then God have a way of showing people through discernment, or showing you people through discernment. So you'll just know who to work with. You'll know who really have your best interest at heart. You'll know who truly want to see the plan of God, come to pass in your life and stuff like that. Not somebody who is hanging around just because of clout or anything like that.
Wow.
Ah, good stuff.
Wow. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one that is surprised right now. So I don't feel too bad. I don't feel too bad at all. All right. So that one can be shouted on the housetop. There's no danger in that one. Right?
Right, 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 right.
Against such there is no law.
I love that. I love that.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
No police gonna come looking for you to become a licensed reverend. Yeah, you won't fall off the cliff with that one. All right, all right, Mr. Carr, we're going up the ladder. So tell me now, what about you that we don't know that we can know?
Ca- oh, I thought it was frozen for a bit.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm going real deep right now because I'm saying maybe I'm overlooking something after hearing Wendell. Wendell said that he's a reverend. I mean, what can I be? What can I say? I mean,
So,
well,
maybe you
so
want to tell us, maybe you want to tell us what you want to be.
all right, but you know what? Maybe I can share a few things that might add up and make sense. You know what I mean?
Well,
Um,
your
I,
sister, your sister say you love dumpling.
of course, and
At least,
rice.
at least she knows that. So it's not that's something that we don't. That somebody
Yeah,
don't.
yeah. But a few people might know this, but I have cut my own hair for over 25 to 30 years.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So I have
sir.
been my own barber for
Here,
the
here.
past
Yes, sir.
25 to 30 years. That's
Mm.
one. And the next thing is I can sew. I can use a machine. My wife just bought me a machine just the other day for Father's Day.
Are you
I used to
kidding
use
me?
my hand to stitch whatever, but I can make my own clothes if I need to, or if I have to.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
and that's I know that don't top it yet. So
Jesus.
there's one more thing that maybe only persons who are close to me know. But I I've been working a 9 to 5 job at Walmart for the past 2 years, and I
Mm.
don't
All
think
right.
nobody knows that.
All
So
right.
I work in the online department. Big up, I guess some of the guys probably watching, but
Yes,
I
sir.
work in the online grocery department where you when you order your stuff, I go and pick it
Okay.
up.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
So
okay. All
I
right.
think
All
I
right.
think that might suffice for at some place for my brother. But
Wow. That's interesting. That is
Yeah.
interesting. That is
yes.
very interesting because I would have never thought, that, not that I know what to think out of the blue, but I would have never thought that. But kudos to you, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah, congratulations on and by the way, welcome to the club of cutting your hair yourself, and,
Hmm.
and welcome to the club of sewing,
Yep.
because I've done that. I've gone to barber, right? I've gone to barber and have to go and fix my hair.
Same
Oh
man.
yes. That's
Same
that's what
thing.
inspired me to do it
Same thing.
actually.
Same thing.
I
Boy,
I, I
like
love the barber and to go and fix. Oh my god, I gotta go fix my hair. So I've been
mm-hmm.
fixing my hair from many years, and I've been a tailor I've been a tailor from in the 80s, so I can sew and stuff like
Nice.
that. So welcome aboard to those joining some group in that. All right. I
Yes,
hope
sir.
I hope you're a good a sewer as you're a good a player. So I think I'll
Well, I make my own clothes for now. So
What?
all right, all
Nice.
right,
Nice.
all
so
right.
I'll do that.
Nice.
What?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Good job,
Yes.
bro. Good job, man.
Jeez.
Oh, so
Wow.
we're breaking through here.
Wow.
We're breaking through here. All right, Mr. Garnett. Tell us
I
something about you that you can afford to make public that we don't know.
I honestly don't know what to say after hearing about a minister.
Oh God.
Um, and I am one of the brothers who will call um, Jason or Wendell and run so much joke. And I never know that this man was probably so spiritual behind and saying that boy Garnet every time him call, he make me just
No.
lose my salvation. I never know him probably ever said.
But you never make crazy joke or anything like that.
So
Uh,
now you're gonna have to measure how you talk to your brother, right?
well, yes. So,
No, sir.
The
well,
horse gone through the gate already gone. You
boy,
can't
I tell
stop
you,
it.
I tell you. So with me, I could go back and share some testimonies of stuff that people don't know. Um, and but I'm not certain I'll say, but I love computer programming, and that's something that I would love to venture in, and that's something I'm seriously looking into: computer programming software, also many of my friends who know me, well, a lot of people don't know because they think if you eat a lot, you probably should be big and fat. But I really, really love to eat.
Yes.
Yes, I really do.
That I know.
Oh man.
And and I a poem that I learned in grade one, a poem that I learned. I still know the poem all because it has to do with something to eat.
Ah, I think I know
Oh
which one.
man.
So that poem has never left me.
Jack Pratt could eat no fat, right?
No, no, no. I'm gonna say, it's I love to eat. I love to eat ackee and saltfish and curry goat meat, raisin bread, bun and cheese. Is there anything nicer than these? And I'll say nope.
Oh my
Man.
God.
So
Oh my goodness.
yes, but just to add to something, that's something a lot of people don't know. I remember when I used to play for Sons and Daughters Choir back in the day, in the late 90s. If you hear some noise in the background, it's the rain actually coming down.
Yeah, I saw lightning a while
So,
ago.
yes, so I remember going up to Cavaliers where we live. It was so hard to get bus. Once it passed a certain time of the night,
Uh-huh.
you
Mm-hmm.
know that just so you know, you have to probably take something from Constant Spring to go Stony Hill and pray that somebody will pick you up or you
There, yeah.
walk through those dark roads to go around.
Uh-huh.
And I was very afraid of the dark. Still to this day, I don't like dark. So I sleep with some form of light.
Okay.
I don't deal with dark places. And so I remember this one time I went to a place after getting a ride. The man actually searched me before I go in the car because he was saying, "Man, what you doing out here? You're alone in this, 12 o'clock in the morning. What you doing out there?" And I say, "I'm just trying to reach home." And he was an ex-police, so he searched me before he gave me a ride. And he gave me a ride to, um, what's that place? Finger Post. We call it Finger Post.
Suppose,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So up by Finger Post, there's a road, there's a long road to go around to where I live. That is the main road. And then there's another road to
Mm,
go. Now, neither of the road you want to choose,
I understand that.
right? So you'd
Because
stay.
round the road pass under the grave, but up
Yes,
church
yes,
up the
yes.
school, yeah.
No,
Yes.
no. So
Up at school gate.
right.
Exactly, yeah, yeah.
So I remember after waiting for a while, I decided, you know what? All right, I'm gonna take the road with the grave because and this happened on numerous times. A lot of times this happened. And
Oh
I
boy.
remember when walking down, I came to a certain part where it was really, to me, the valley of the shadow of death. It was so dark. And what happened is that after I passed under a tree, I actually heard something go,
My goodness.
and I ran so hard and so fast, I passed my yard.
Wow.
Yeah, because that to me, it was just scary, and nobody from Sons and Daughters knew that back in the day when I didn't get a ride to go, close to where I live, I
Yeah.
had it so hard. And another thing that I have, a lot of people don't know, I have the gift of discerning. I
Yes, sir.
can really see things. God has blessed me with that ever since I've been a little boy.
What me
Sorry to
doing
take
now?
up so much.
What me
Yes, sir.
thinking now?
Hey, you're
My
thinking
God.
about let's talk with the doc.
Yep. Yep. Good one.
Yes. Good one. Good one.
We deserve your country and what next you're gonna play. That's what they deserve.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Wow, wow, that is interesting. That is interesting. Good to have you guys here. All right, I'm talking to Jason Windell Gibson, Carl Real Gibson, and Gawain Garnett Gibson, the brothers. And not only your one sister, I see one of the one sister. You have one sister, right?
Kedin,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
And Seeker.
and see, because she's here
Yeah.
and she's putting her little PC in regularly. And maybe one of these days we're gonna try to get the whole family in.
Yeah.
And I say, yes, let's get Rose over here and Chica and Gary
Moses. Yeah.
Moses
Yes,
and
Gary.
bring him
Yes.
here and said let the whole crew here. That would have been
Yes.
Mhm.
that'd be
Yeah. That
fun.
would be
That would
good.
be really fun.
Yes,
So
sir.
you guys gonna. So I know I can get you guys. I don't know if I can get them. So the next time is gonna be on you. I don't know who's the organizer here. Maybe Garnet can
Public
try to
relation
set up
officer.
the public relation
Oh
officer.
man.
And you can let me know when you get them all together, Garnet. Tell me when you get them all together, and we'll plan and say, okay, let's break through here and have the whole Gibson tribe
I'm
joining
Yes.
us.
I'm gonna talk to Minister Jason after we finish,
All right.
Yes.
because this will need prayer and fasting.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna need some discerning too.
Yeah, right. So, yeah,
You're gonna need
man.
some discerning.
Oh God.
All right. Tell me somebody who has influenced you guys in your music career. And I know your father laid the foundation. I know your father laid the foundation. Um, but outside of your father, who
And
can you
mother.
say has been and who?
And mother.
Mother.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the music, the influence of the musical aspect of it. I don't think your mother
Yes.
influenced your music, right?
She
Oh yes,
says,
she did.
But she did
Yes.
by by
Yes,
Yes.
she did.
by trying to restrain you, make you want to do it more. All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
You remember that?
Man.
all right. So tell me, guys, who would you say is one of the persons that has influenced your pursuit of music to the level that you have pursued it?
I'll go again. I'm eager to talk tonight.
Go ahead, brother.
He,
um,
he just break through with the reverend thing, so now he's
but yes, mommy was definitely very instrumental. Whereas daddy provided the genes, right?
Mhm.
GENES. Mommy provided she had her radio and she played cassettes, she
I remember
record
you guys
music.
saying that. Okay, you did say that.
Yeah, yeah. So she all day she play music, and that was really a great start for us because we started getting acclimated to music. Um, for me, I said this the last time too, and it bears repeating. Garnet and Carl has been a very very strong influence. If I had a pie chart and I showed you, by the pie chart who influenced me most, Garnet and Carl would have, I would say, 90%. Mommy would
Wow.
have another 9%, and the 1% might be other musicians that I hear.
Mm,
You understand? But
mhm.
these
wow.
guys, because you can hear music, and again, Garnet, he is the kind of, it's amazing that he ended up in radio right now, right? And that's a plug for
Oh, I
Colorful
forgot. I
Praise
forgot to
Expression.
tell people that too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's amazing he ended up doing that because we since earlier he used to hear something on the radio or playing a cassette, call me over no matter what we're doing, rewind it until we hear exactly what he needs us to hear. And that is ear training 101.
Yes,
That's ear
yes.
training. Excuse me. The keyboard agrees.
All right, and the bass joins in,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
ear
let me stop
training
check.
101.
and then I can clap my hands. You see, so
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So big up Garnet, big up Carl.
Thank you, brother.
That was Garnet with Carl. Now Carl, was after Garnet moved to town. It was Carl and I. We play with the Cavaliers Youth Choir. So we were up and down listening to music, playing together, and vibing off each other, stuff like that. We used to do it with Garnet too, but after a while, him get big and you
He
know
left us.
no, him gonna tone gun answer the call of God. I want to put it that way.
That's
you
a
know.
minister speaking, Carl. Listen to your minister, brother.
You're going
but
to get it, but
but yeah, so yeah, I really want to highlight these men and thank God for my family. Thank God for all the musicians I've heard, and I'll stop there. There are other people, but I really want to put the focus on these guys.
I appreciate you guys. And I know the little brother coming up and the bigger brothers are, in pursuit of something, and have give access to it, can be a source of inspiration.
Yes.
I think this response goes back to my suggestion of having the whole crew, the Gibsons. This comes from your mom. Then I would let this secret out.
What?
I don't know what
Ah.
that is, but
Oh
that
boy.
that creates anticipation. So
Well, let them stay.
Oh my God. Yep.
Oh my.
okay, so who else you say who inspires you or influences you in your musical pursuit?
Uh, for me, it's a bit different because, influence and inspiration, go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Slightly different as Garnet, me and him spoke some time ago, and he kind of clarified a bit of that, and it makes sense. But initially, when I started out, family, immediate people, brother Mackay was probably the first playing that guitar at church.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chris Ponal, who
Yep.
visited with that bass guitar,
Yes.
Yes.
and from I saw that ignite that thing in me. You know,
Yes.
Roger, Roger, there's another bass player
Yes.
from
Roger.
Yeah.
Rose Hill.
Yes.
Um,
Morrison.
um,
Yes.
Wayne Hector,
Christopher. Christopher Waugh.
Wayne Hector. Paul,
Yep.
listen, I can't even tell you about Paul. Let me leave Paul for last. Wayne Hector, Delhi,
Mm-hmm.
um, Paul. There's another Paul. I think
Richards.
is. Eh?
Richard.
No, no,
Richards.
no. There's another
Oh.
Paul. Um, he might kill me, but I remember I heard a run on the bass when Joy came out. Joy, God's great joy,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and they had when they sing that verse, that one of this whole morning, and the bass is slide up in the neck
Yeah.
and let go that string.
For the three. Yeah.
I don't know if it's Ferron his name is, but I hope he forgives me. But he's a very bad bass player. Um, and I was like, what did they do here? I was working at Music Mart at the time, and he's like, oh, he just did that, and he just hold its two notes, and I mean, that was revelation for me right
Yeah.
there and then. So, my influence is wide. Some wisdom is a great influence in my life. And
Yeah.
like I said, I can't call all the names, but,
Yeah.
Siretsi, we're talking about the intelligent side of music. I learned that through Siretsi and Ozoni, Chris
Yeah.
Sterling back there, but now Ozoni. Oti, um, um, anybody can think about Spangy, any musician that was in my peer
Yeah.
that challenged me whenever I go to a concert, you know, and I would see them, I would hear them, I'd be like, wow, you know. So you have, Carlton, Jermaine Edwards. Um, they're not bass players. Jermaine is not a bass player, but he inspired me because based on how he invested in my, he was probably the first person who gave me the recording um, opportunity to
Yeah.
record on an album. I think he was the first person, apart from probably Alan Lewis or Total Praise, which was back then. But that's arguable. But anyway, he was the first person that put me on an album, so to speak. Um, all these persons that I've worked with, work around, not you know. Of course, you have the overseas names like the John Patitucci and the Victor Houghton and all these persons, but those were initial. But
Yeah.
the constant grooming
Yes.
came through the association with musicians around. You know what I mean? Listening to the other musician, whether younger or greater. Michael Kennedy,
Mm-hmm.
those people. If you know these people, if you research these people, you see that they have great influence. Andrew Brown, like
Yeah.
as I'm speaking, they are coming to my name, my mind. But I
Yes.
hope none of them
Roger.
um,
Roger
who that
Chambers.
Roger Chambers, me and Roger used to sit down in some wisdom, and just when I should be working, I'm playing bass and he's teaching, and I'm teaching him, and he's like, this run, and GT, Golden Touch,
Touch, yeah.
Paul Barkley. I can go on and on and on. There's a lot of person that influenced me, and I hope they understand. But more so, the person that spiked my life or my movement from just an average musician to getting to a certain place was a guy called. Well, actually, before I get to that, Delhi taught me how to slap and pluck, which is, let me give you an example. So we call that slap and pluck. So Delhi was the man responsible for that, and he used to show me some technique, and all these things. He used to show. He came to some wisdom, and he was the person that gave me that part of me, this slap and pull. But back to Paul Richards. Paul Richards, and I'm very fired up right now because this guy, I was and Bobby Stewart is one of my main guys too as well. But he had this event that I was supposed to, that somebody gave me that event, and it was like, hey, want to do this show. And I came to the show. I couldn't play reggae at the time. I could play as some form of reggae, but I didn't understand. Oh yeah, Wendell Lawrence, Corey Butler. Oh God, I forget those guys, man. But anyway, and Andrew Young, yeah, all these guys. But so I went to the rehearsal playing for Judy Mott. The rehearsal was for Judy Mott. And so I was sitting in the rehearsal and I was playing the song. But to me, it sounded good. But to the veteran musicians that I got the opportunity to work with, they were like, no, man, don't swing it. And I could not get this between swing and not swing it. And man, that thing burdened me. And, so I left. And I kind of, what you call it now, bring these guys to the point that they had no other choice but to replace me. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
And the person that they called to replace me, his name was Paul Richards. I didn't know this, I saw all this time they were planning to break it to me at the rehearsal. When I come to the rehearsal, I'll be like, oh man, you're not whatever. So yeah, what? So I went to the rehearsal, saw Paul Richards downstairs. We were just like talking, like, oh, good to see you, because I used to like, watch him from far, like just, And anyway, so he was like, what you doing here? I'm like, I have rehearsal. He said, oh, I have rehearsal too. And I'm like, okay, who you rehearsing with? What time is the rehearsal? And it's for 5. And I'm saying, oh, my rehearsal is 5 too. But Bobby have one studio. So I was like on a concert. But he was like, yeah, the guys them call me to play, whatever. And I said, oh, but I'm doing that show. And he's like, you're doing that show? I said, okay, then we're not doing it then, man. I can't do that, man. And that event, that responsible response from Paul, he came up to the studio and he said, like, listen, I know you guys, I know that he's not playing what he's supposed to play, but let him try. Let him do it. Let him try. Let him make a shot of it and fail big, or whatever was the terms that he used. And Paul sat with me in the rehearsal and had me, no, yeah, whatever. And when we left rehearsal, he called me and he's like, did you get it? Did you understand? Whatever. And I'm like, yeah, and I practiced. And I tell you, that was probably my best show yet. I hands down, I probably played a lot of better shows in terms of, fanciness and all of that. But in terms of revelation for me, that was the moment that I transitioned from being a bass player or an average bass player, or a bass player that, can just play. Yeah. So I hats off to Paul for that. If Paul had taken that opportunity, I'm sure it would come some other way. But that was an opportunity that he saw and chose to, give me the opportunity. So hats off to Paul, Gregory, big up Dale Brown, all of this, Dale Aslam, big up everybody. Those are my inspiration, my peers, the people that, I work around and see every day. Those are my inspiration.
That's
I know I was long, but
That's
that's a whole basket of summer fruit right there, man.
And as a matter of fact, if I can interject, Um, didn't realize I might have a lot of time to call the names, but all the names, let me just piggyback on what Carl just said. All the names that Carl just called, same here, right? Along the way, Carl soon come.
No,
Along
I'm
the
here. You
way,
can go ahead.
oh, I got you. Yeah, along the way, they grew me as well. I remember working with Sam Wisdom and Love Singers, playing alongside with Paul, um, Richards, and playing along with Core Butler as well. And all of the names he names, I'm not going to go back over it, but just wanted to highlight as well that in the grooming process now, because, when you ask a question about um, like initial influence and stuff like that, that was something I was focusing on these two guys. But I promise you, I agree with Carl. The grooming process, all of these guys that he named, was 100% instrumental.
Amen. You guys are coming a long way and continues to go. Well, we only just talking about influence. We talk about did Garnet talk about his already?
No.
No, no, no,
No.
I didn't.
Oh my God! I thought.
I'm sorry, guys. That took so long.
No, 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 no. It's your show tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my in as Carl mentioned, I did. We talk about influence and inspiration.
Yeah.
Some people are influential to you, and some people are an inspiration.
Mhm.
And I believe in the two. Some people never show you anything, but they have been very inspirational to
Yeah.
you, whether it by encouraging you or you want to be like them, and stuff like that. Aspire.
Yeah.
And so starting out, it was really my father first. He was the guitar, and we all wanted to play the guitar, and then it was the musicians at church, like we said, Brother Mackay and so on. And Chris, like Carl mentioned, Chris, Roger, Carlisle, Christopher Waugh, some of the Chris Pownell, Christopher Waugh, some of those
Yeah.
same guys, and another one called Super Glenn. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people don't even
Yeah.
know about him,
Yes. And
but those guys were people. And my mother showed me a picture recently of when Christopher Waugh used to come to church. I really wanted to be a drummer. I kid you not. Because after he left church, after he came with his drum set and left, we wanted to keep the vibe going. So we used to get the old tambourine, put them between our leg, get the nice smooth guava whip, and we used to play them. And my mom showed me a
Yeah.
picture recently of me with the tambourine between my foot, on the front bench. So those guys have been very influential um,
Yeah.
to me coming up. Another one who has been very influential to in terms of their playing, and I wanted to be like them is David Johnson.
David Johnson. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
David Johnson. I really wanted to, play like David. Also, Glenn Johnson was also influential, but more so David. Because David was more of a chord type of guy, and
mm-hmm.
he was more the guy that I wanted to play like.
Yeah.
So and then we have the international. So and even the peers that I grew up with too, Paul Richards, because the first band I was a part of, Paul Richards was the bass player, and to me, Paul was very very advanced in guitar playing and in his bass playing,
Yeah.
and we used to live together. Um, like I would stay at the house on the weekends, and Paul used to just been making so much noise on the bass. So, and then I remember when in that group, they wanted me to do an intro, and I could not play an intro. I don't even know what intro name. And Paul was just saying, well, do the end part of the song and then
Hmm.
bring us in. And I'm like, man, I don't even know how to do that because I was still playing with one hand, and one finger bass. And I couldn't do that, but he pushed me to do that. And Paul, respect to you, brother.
Yeah,
We've
man.
been,
Yes, Paul.
me and Paul have been at it from, I think, 1991. That's how long I've known Paul. So Paul has been very influential to me, as well as there are other musicians who were my friends, Ralin Makala,
Mm-hmm.
Corey,
Yeah.
Oti as well. Those guys have been very instrumental. Craig McDonald, to a lot of people don't talk about this guy, but this guy is a genius.
Yeah.
So we all used to play together, and they have all inspired me and were influential. Korik, I wanted to learn to solo like Korik because to me, he was just that guy. You just give him something, and or just give him some food that spoil and he just fix it. To
Mm.
me, that was like Korik. The music spoil, Korik just fix it.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know, those were the guys. I'm not even going into international, but those were the guys who were very influential and inspirational to me.
Excellent, guys. You're just amazing. Again, I'm talking to the Gibson Brothers, and I know by before you realize it, we are running out of time again. My
Wow.
so this is just exciting too. I have a couple more questions I want to ask you guys. I'm gonna break to talk about my book, and then when I come
Yes.
back, you're gonna play something else, right? You're gonna play something else when you come back. So let's hear this on my book. When I come back, I'll get them play something else.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Just my book, The Seven Churches of Asia Minor. That's my the revised edition of it.
Yes,
And you
sir.
can get yourself a copy. It is a good book, in my opinion. Good for study, good for a book club, good if you just want to learn about the seven churches in the Bible. That's an interesting research book that you can read and learn something. Yeah, you can get an autograph copy from me directly. If you want to get an autograph copy, you get it from me directly. Or Beckford.com, or just inbox me on Facebook or message me on YouTube. You can get a copy directly from me with an autograph. You can get it on Amazon or Barnes and Noble, any other big bookstores, but you want to get a personal touch, gotta come from me. All right. So let's hear the guys play something. My goodness. Um who is gonna play? Let's start from where we start this time. And who's
Start
gonna play
from Carl.
something? Start from Carl, play something. No, he was the last one, so that's not fair.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
was the last one. You
last
go
shall be
again.
first and first shall be last. And we want to
Yeah.
go legal terminology and stuff like that. All right,
I'll
Carl,
go
you
first.
want to clear the way?
When they'll go first. Yeah.
Let me make the call because if I leave the brothers to contemplating and say who gonna do. So let me say, let's go, Carl.
Okay. I'm just gonna play a simple chorus again. Like I said, um, I'm not feeling what I prepared, so to speak. Probably save that for the album or something. I'm trying to be cater to the audience that's watching more. So I'll just stick to something more simple and soothing.
Let's have it.
Hmm.
Ah, that's the bass. That's the bass.
Yes.
That's the bass.
Mhm.
That's the bass,
Yes.
man. I remember, back them days when bass guitar only have four strings, man. I remember- and
Yep.
now, and now we gone up to what? How many strings you got, Scar? Six?
Yeah, that's six strings.
Yeah. They, man. Now the bass
Yeah,
guitar is a
man.
whole handful, right? There's a whole handful, and the tall man with the tall fingers can really grasp that broad bridge, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
get
Yep.
across that flat bass, boy. That was when I went up to five strings, I was like, I fool around every little thing, right? Just fool around them. I don't really play nothing, but I fool around everything. I fool around everything, and I never take anything that committed to it. But I I have a bass guitar. I don't know where to find it right now. I have a bass guitar. I have a keyboard right behind my back here too. So I've been playing that everywhere I go to pass. I was sometimes the only musician at least start off sometimes. So I just have to make some noise in the house at least. Uh, so but, yeah, I'm so proud of you guys. I wish that I was a musician. I would be enjoying it. But I promised myself that one day before, if the Lord spares me, that I'm still gonna play the saxophone. I'm
Yes,
still
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
still dreaming. If I'm still aspiring at my age. I'm still aspiring.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
So I'm gonna need Jason to pray for me, right?
Ah.
I maybe should ask God that if Him see anything in my future like that. Like,
It is very possible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything is very possible.
all right. So that is so general. All right. Who's gonna go next now? Jason again or Garnet? Which one?
Yeah, Jason.
Okay.
Mm.
Woo. Man, I wish I could join in that. Hmm.
Oh, that was so brief, but we gotta stand, right?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
When you have done all you can. I started to feel that, man. You kinda cut a short right there. I was starting to
I
feel.
You know what? I could actually continue, but I was observing the time. I didn't want to take up too much time, but I can continue. because I love the bridge myself.
Give a little bit more of that. A little bit more of that.
Okay, okay.
When you have done all you can,
Yes, sir.
Good job, my bro. Good job.
you just stand. All right.
Stop it.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I know,
sir.
Carl just say, I wish I could back up that,
Yeah, man.
Man, I wish I could jump in on it, but
Yeah, man, if it wasn't this
yeah.
internet broadband thing and the distance, man, boy, can you imagine hear the health? I could hear the weight of that bass line behind that.
Man. Yes,
Mm.
sir. Yes, sir.
And then guarded up there carrying some
Ah,
strings, you know what I
strings.
mean?
Yes, I'll play some strings.
Whatever. You are the cards, man.
Man,
Don't even bother
I'll
with
play
it.
play
some
some
strings.
strings up there, man. Just kind of mellow that behind there. Wow, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. All right, so
Yeah.
Garnet, what you got? What you got, Garnet? Check the tempo.
Yes, sir. Yeah, got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, sir. All right, Ben Tankard. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I would take a solo of that right there.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
well,
Yes.
well, well. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is better than good. This is incredible, man. This is
Yes,
just
man.
incredible. And the
Yes.
reaction to the people who are listening, man, they are just impressed and amazed at the
Thank
quality
you.
of the
Thank
class
you.
that you guys, there's no second class among you guys. It's just like top class. I mean, from all three of you, is just top class music. Top class music.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you,
you know,
Bishop.
I, you know, I,
Appreciate that,
I,
sir.
I'm so impressed. I am so impressed, boy. Your daddy, right now. If he was able to see and hear all
Oh
of
my
this and
God.
watch this show right now, man, he would be one of
Yes.
the proudest guy that walked the streets of Cavaliers. Right now,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
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 Oh
man.
my gosh.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I am so proud of you guys. So I'm kind of holding the father position right now for.
Your
That's
mommy have
all
to
right.
talk.
I'm holding,
That's okay.
I'm just holding the father position, my brother Jerry, because he's not here. So I am proud for him and me, for
Yes,
both of
sir.
us. And
Yes, sir.
I'm sure your mom, where she's right now, is so proud of seeing her sons grow up to become, the maestros that you are. Your contribution to the kingdom, that's incredible, and you guys are still so very young, so you have a lot still to offer, and you can only
Yes.
get better at it. You can only get
Yes.
better. You can
I
only get
receive
better.
it. I
Yes.
receive it.
You can only
Yeah,
get
I hope my
Yes.
body agree with you.
yeah.
My mind, my mind. Very young.
Yeah.
You listen. If your body's not agreeing, it's your fault, right? They say because you're a young man.
True.
What if you were my age? And I still feel like I'm not going downhill yet. My reality say, yeah, you're up here in certain age, but I still feel alive. I still feel
Yes.
alive.
Yes,
So come
sir.
on, Carl, shake
Right.
yourself up, man. All them muscles you got, shake yourself up and keep.
Indeed.
Woo.
Oh
Tell
gosh.
you.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. This is
Yes, sir.
incredible, incredible, incredible. All right. Before we wrap it up, and you guys are so smooth and so nice. I think if we just say the Gibson brothers are coming again, like it's like the Clark sisters,
Oh man.
the
Yeah.
Gibson
Yeah.
brothers, like
Uh,
the Clark sisters, say, okay, we know them for the Gibson brothers. We know who those are. If we said they're coming again, they'll be looking for because you guys are so good at what you do. So in a nutshell, tell us some of the artists that you have worked for. Without detail, just tell us some of the people that you have worked with and worked for. No,
Uh,
Jason don't do too many artists, right? Do a few, but like Garnet and Carl, they're like two.
Yeah, when they'll do a lot, trust me.
So all right, so
Yeah.
break your
all
eyes and
right.
tell me some of those that I don't know.
Okay. I've actually played with love singers. Let me start from the top. Love
Way
singers.
back then, right?
Yeah. Love singers, sons and daughters. Portmore Vision Gospel Choir. I had the opportunity to play with them a couple of times. Um, who are Cavaliers Youth Choir. Man,
Hmm.
that's my home church choir.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
I give God thanks for them.
Hmm.
Right?
mm-hmm.
Let me not even live there too long because I can spend an hour just right there. But True Worshippers, Jody McCullough, I've worked with her as well. Nigel Lewis, um, Follow the Leader, that guy. Who
Papa
else? Huh?
San.
Papa San, yeah, Papa
Hmm.
San, many others. I didn't compile a list, but many, many others, many others.
Okay. Man, I don't know where to start,
Carl, you're in
I,
you're in Georgia. You're in Georgia, right?
right, yeah. I almost want to say, I want to big up the big artists, but I want to start. Let me start from, I work with artists like Siretsi, Ozoni, Otney Lewis. These are musicians, and I want to. The reason why I'm trying to push on these guys because sometimes we overlook them and just focus on the accolades, those artists that won the Grammy or what have you. But these are still artists, and for me, like
Hmm.
working with these musicians helped me to be develop over the years. So like artists like I said, Siretsi, Ozoni, Otney Lewis, um, Bobby. Then I can go to Nicholas, Kevin Donzel, Gallimore, Judith Gale, um, what's her name, Carlene Davis. These are some of the favorites artists that I've worked with. I've actually worked with. I got the opportunity to share with TD Jakes and Chevelle Franklin. You
Excuse
know,
me.
Yes.
yes, Chevelle Franklin. Um, I know they probably want to count it as something, but like when the artists come down and if they didn't bring their actually I got the honor of playing for Shirley Caesar 1 year.
Nice.
Wow.
Yes.
Our bass player didn't make it, and somehow somebody know somebody who knows somebody, and they say, "Hey, this man," and I
This
got the
this
gig.
man
So
can
so
handle
that's yeah. So that's good. And there are many more artists that I work with. Ryan
Yeah.
Mark, Sam Wisdom, Love Singers as Wendell. Actually, Wendell, who got I think you got me the job for to play with Love Singers. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Wendell was the one who said, hey Sam, I have this little guy that is up in the bush practicing. I think that's how it started. And then Sam said, yeah, let me hear him. And I moved from there and I got a job at working at Sam Wisdom. So Sam
Man,
Wisdom played
I
a
honestly
major
forgot about
role.
that.
Golden Touch, just a lot. I mean, I can't remember everybody now because it's been you know so long. It's been a while. I pretty much circled Jamaica. Sister Scully, Judy Mott, you name it.
Sandra Brooks.
Sandra Brooks, everybody that is an artist. I have worked. God allow me to work with back in the days. And even coming here, Todd Dulaney, um,
Yeah.
Todd Dulaney, brought him down for an album launch, and there are many other people that I've worked with, but like I said, calling names and
Yeah,
you know,
freezing again.
yeah,
Yeah, all right.
it's a
Okay.
big
Release him again. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you were freezing up, Carl, but
Oh,
yeah,
I
Yeah,
it's
was.
okay.
Just
But
the last
yeah,
part. Just the last part.
Okay, no, yeah, I was just saying that I pretty much work with everybody that is an artist, whether great or small, and I big them all up on the same level. I
Yes.
don't what you call it. I don't think of anybody greater or yes, more popular or what have you. But I appreciate every opportunity to work with any artist at all, no matter how great or how small they are. I appreciate that because somehow that helped me to be developed into the person that I am now. So
Yes.
I appreciate all the artists. If you're listening, don't get at me for not remembering. You work with me. I mean, don't get at me. I can't remember everybody, and actually, even if I can remember everybody, I can't fit every name in this segment because it's
Yeah.
going to be too long. So, just some of the names that
Yeah.
roll off the top of my head, I remember. Don't hold me to it, okay? Thank you.
I must say that I am impressed and at a loss, kind of, because I didn't know that you have worked with all these artists, even if it's just a pop up that are a fill-in for somebody who was absent. That's still incredible because your name still get there. Because
Yes.
who was the bassy? Your regular bassy. Who was the bassy? Who was the bassy? Who was the bassy? That's incredible, man. Todd Delaney, you got there with Todd Delaney, man. Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. You're pushing it.
It's,
You're pushing it on the American ground here, man. You're pushing it around.
it's
Shirley,
okay.
Shirley Caesar, you gone way back when, man. Come on, man, you're covering all the grounds. It tells me that you got the touch for everything because everybody is different in their approach and their presentation, and you
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
got feeling for all of them. That tell me, man, you are a unique bass player and you can handle it.
Yes, sir.
And he didn't call my name because we work together too much. He
Yeah, I
said,
know.
"Let me
Oh,
call my."
I know, but I know.
Somebody was asking in the chat here, where are all these guys from? And one person said, you guys should plan to do a concert in New York. Somebody said you guys should all plan a concert in New York, and get all the Gibson boys come together and just lay it down. You don't
Yeah,
even you don't even need nobody to sing.
yeah. I know because and it's funny because most of the artists that Garnet pass through is like it's almost like he walks the journey first, then
Yeah,
we come
bring us
behind.
along. That's
Because
true.
I played for Sons and Daughters as well, and I played for Pope Vision as well. So it's like Garnet kind of was you know
Everybody knew
the
Garnet,
leader.
and
He just kind of
yeah.
make the grounds, and then we kind of follow. He dropped the corn, and we just follow him and pick them up. You know.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
but yes, most of those artists that he named, I worked with them as well. Like I said, I don't want to leave out anybody, but I just feel like I'm going to get a call tonight. But yeah,
Well, listen, you put a waiver on it, so you didn't intentionally do it. It's just
yeah.
all right. So
Yeah.
maybe we should be thinking about what plan something for 2022. Maybe we could say just do the Gibson Brothers in New York.
Mm,
You don't need no singers.
mm, man,
Just come together in one place and let the guys play.
Yep.
man.
Well,
I thank
It's
you for believing in me, but
You don't believe in yourself, man.
no, I
oh,
believe in myself.
oh, ye of little faith, brother.
Oh, you have little faith,
I
man.
do believe in myself, but
Preach, pastor, preach.
yeah,
Listen,
Yeah.
that would be a treat. That would be a treat. I'm just saying, I'd be maybe somebody throwing it out there and I'm buying into it. That would be a
Yeah.
treat. But boy, that would be something huge. That would be
yeah.
something
Yeah.
huge. All right. Garnet, yeah,
It's worth some consideration.
yeah, at least don't just throw it by the wayside, Carl.
Yeah.
like the corn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know,
don't just leave
man.
it by the wayside, make the fowls of the year pick it up, man. Go. All right, so
So
we've heard from all of these guys that your brothers Garnet that you have actually played with and
yes,
worked with these people and
yes,
behind you. So
right.
give us in a nutshell some of those artists that you have worked with.
Yes, the same artist that they call calling name and Windell too. Um, some of these same artists are, I started out first with Legendary's gospel group, a group that hails from Papine, David
Yeah.
Hill, up, up that side. So I started off with them, Sons and Daughters. After them, then Brother West and Sons,
Oh my God, man.
Edwin Myers, Portmore Vision. I've
Mm-hmm.
also
Yeah.
done some work with uh, Hummingbirds as well. Lots of
Mm-hmm.
JCDC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also played for a couple of years here for Fun in the Sun. Pastor Donnie McClurkin as well.
Nice.
Um, you know, Papa San, all the artists that they call in him. I don't want to go over the same thing, and but the same artist that they call Sandra Brooks. I was music director for Sandra Brooks. After Sandra Brooks, then it was Grace Chillers. Before that,
Yeah.
Yes, Grace
I
Shores.
actually went on my first trip, 1996, with the Grace Chillers.
You remember the year?
Yeah, man,
Good Lord.
1996. I never forget. And you
You
know what?
can't forget when you break your ducks, like
Oh
can't.
yeah,
No.
True,
and
true, true.
I want to tell you something that happened on that show. We went to we went to St. Lucia first, and then later on in the year we went to St. Martin. And I remember, I felt so happy, feeling privileged that I'm the keyboard player. They were going to use tracks, but I'm the keyboard player on the show. So I was just standing up on the keyboard, just holding a vibe while, the song is playing. And I remember while everything is going on, I was just playing little nuggets or playing little stuff on the keyboard. And Mr. Willis looked over to me and he was smiling. And man, the more he smiled, is more he kept doing little stuff. And then I remember one time he came over to me and he said, "Brother, the music no need no help." And I said, "Man,"
Oh,
I said,
wow.
"Man," I said, "Look, but you see,
Woo!
the lesson learned in that was
Oh,
that I learned to this day, you will never get me to play." And what he did, it to me, I didn't take it harsh, but there was a lesson to learn. When there's a track, the track is already done. Leave the track, let it play. When the track finish play out, you can go on if they need you. But while the track is playing, it don't need no help. And that is true. And to this day, it is very hard when I'm on stage and the track is playing and the artist say, "Come on, man, play with it." I'm like, "Man, no, 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 no.
yeah, yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
to play with it because the music is already. What am I gonna do?" You know.
Play with it.
So Mr. Willis, and I have high respect for him. You
Yeah.
know. So Grace Juliet, and then Catalyst Crew. I would never forget Catalyst Crew because that was where everything musical for me just skyrocketed. Catalyst Crew was where everything it actually right there in 2006 was when I left Catalyst Crew. But I'm telling you, from about 2001 or 2002 onwards, Catalyst Crew was the group that everybody knew about and
Mhm.
you know talk about a lot. Catalyst Crew, respect, Paul.
Yeah.
All right, man. These guys are the best around. I am so proud of you guys. Somebody was asking, these guys go to the Church of God of Prophecy. At least we know Garnet. Garnet goes to the Church of God of Prophecy, Grace New Life Center in New York. Uh,
Uh-huh.
so if you want to link up with Garnet at Grace New Life Center in New York, we are 19 the Boulevard, New York, and you can check us out at gnlc.church. And by the way, if you're far away and you want to keep on watching Garnet play, you can link up with Grace New Life Center
Yes, sir.
with a virtual connection. You just go to gnlc.church and link up with us, and you can take it from there. All right, I'm calling
Yes.
you guys. Right, Jason is in Florida, and Carl
Yeah.
is in Georgia.
Georgia.
They're not too far away. They're on the mainland. We can we can
Yeah.
Mhm.
we can fly them in and come together and say
Oh
some
yeah.
an all night party. That'll be something else.
And
All right, my friend.
oh,
Finally, we
sorry, Pastor. Just one interjection. The person had asked if we still play for prophecy. Right now I'm at Cornerstone Christian Center Church in Hollywood, Florida. So, it's a non-denominational church. So, no, to answer the person's question, no, I'm not in prophecy, but I still remember the rudiments and the principles and the
29 prominent teachings.
yes.
uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where,
So,
where wherever his branch is taken, the root remains. Right.
Right.
right. So, pardon me, but I wanted to just
Yeah,
interject that piece.
and that's fine. You're
And
you're you're on the right side. And Carl,
and
where
I
you?
I guess I need to do the same, lest my church put me out. But no, I'm not at the prophecy branch anymore. But like Wendell says, a lot of been instilled in us. Um,
Yeah.
we wear short sleeve now, but I mean, but we still remember the principles and try as much as to carry it with us. But at Faith Chapel, um, there's a Faith Chapel Columbus and Birmingham. That's where I'm at. If you want to link up, that's where I'm at in Georgia, Columbus, and one in Alabama.
Yeah.
All right. So, and anybody else? I am a Church of God of Prophecy pastor. I still pastor National Life Center, and I still have these born Church of God of Prophecy men, and the relationship still is so connected that I
Yes.
I can
Yep.
Absolutely.
have my conversation with them anytime. And so it doesn't really matter where you are right now. It's just that your contribution to the kingdom continues to impact lives, and we are so proud of you. And may God bless you. Now, finally, before you give me your last piece of music, how would you want to be remembered when you're not around playing anymore? How would you want to be remembered? And that
Wow.
may be a long time down the road, we are, and I hope to God it's 60 years from now down
I
the road.
mean, yeah, no, because I was almost wondering if I'm giving my final speech.
No, 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 no.
Some
Everybody,
want to be remembered.
everybody want to leave something, leave something. I said
Right.
legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you want to be remembered when because we're gonna go. Life has its time here, and we go. Some may be longer than some. Maybe 20, 40, 50, 60 years down the road. But what do I want to leave as I have the time now to think about that? What do I want to leave behind me when I'm gone?
Uh, I I think about investing in, and I speak from the musical aspect because I'm a
Yeah.
musician. But it was always a part of me to bring someone with me wherever I'm at. So if you know, I'm playing the bass, and I saw another bass player or another, whether it could be playing another instrument,
Yeah.
I like to invest um, my knowledge or my experience into that person and hope that that carries on. So if at any time God chooses to take me, or if when I'm not around anymore, I would like for persons to say, you know what, Carl was an investor. He invested in us, or invested his time and effort and his knowledge in the next generation, or in you know whoever. But that's really how I would want to be remembered. I mean, there are other stuff, but like I said, I'm speaking from the musical aspect of it.
Right.
I want to be remembered as a great father, a great husband, a great all of these things. But you know, they're still going to say it. They're still going to say I was a great husband. They're still going to say I was a great father. But some things that people are not attached to you, like random people who you meet, who
Yeah.
are not family members, they are not obligated to, to speak anything but the truth about you.
Mhm.
So that's really what I would like. At the end of the day, I would like those people to be able to look back and say, hey, Carl invested in the music ministry or in the music industry, or in us, which in turns um, it benefited the music industry.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Jason.
Yes, sir. All right. For me, well, before I forget, just want to say hi, Candace. Hi, Daniel. Hi, David. Hi, Alyssa. Um, don't want to come off the air and forget that. They didn't ask me, but I just wanted to. But something that I want people to remember me by, and it is really deep down in my spirit, in my belly. Jason will not be a musician who plays for a secular artist. Never, never. Jason will never play for a secular artist. I know in the musician world right now, I just created a tsunami wave, and that's rippling all over the world. But this is how
You
I
sure
want to be
did.
remembered, because I believe my gift that God gave me is an offering that I need to give unto Him. Um, I cannot use the things offered to idols, offered to the enemy, offered to any other God, and give and try to take that to give glory to the one true Almighty God. That's my deepest conviction. You'll never find me playing for a secular artist, and that is not the only thing, as Carl was saying. But I'm a worshiper at heart. That's why I said earlier, give me a gig, I'll go gig, but Sunday morning, send me back to my church. I want to be in the house of the Lord worshiping, because that's where my heart is. So
Amen.
you'll never find me playing for a secular artist. Everything that I am, everything that I have is because of God. And so therefore, I will not prostitute or tarnish the gift that He gave me to play for anybody else who is not singing a song that's giving glory to God. You understand? So I feel you I went deep, right? That
All
I
right,
feel
Bishop.
very strongly about that, very strongly. So yeah.
It would have been kind of hard to see the Reverend up there playing with some guys singing Satan songs. Yeah,
Well, believe it or not, some musicians do it,
but yeah,
but
yeah,
not this one.
and I do understand that, and I
Yeah.
appreciate and respect that
Right.
because personally, I struggle. I struggle with the buy. What I'm trying to find buy commitment. I want to say buy. You know, you okay. I do them both.
Oh,
Once it's an opportunity, I go for it. Ah, yeah, it's just my job. But I see it deeper than a job. I see it as a ministry. So
right, right.
I appreciate your put on that and your take on that. I respect that. I really do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All
Well,
right.
well, as for me, I would like to be an influence and an inspiration to those who are coming up. I would like to be remembered as somebody with a great work ethic, who
Yeah,
respect people, respect time.
yeah,
Whenever I go to a function, try to be early, try to always be there. I'm not like some musicians who like to, when you go somewhere, you walk up all over the place, even if you're not playing. I like to always be in place. I want to be remembered as a disciplinarian when it comes on to music. I'm true to the music as what
yeah,
it is, and whatever your music require, I want to represent it the same way. Or if you just give me the freedom to do whatever, but I want to remember as a disciplinarian who, um, impact your music the same way you would like it to be impacted. And just like I said before, to be an inspiration to others. I
yeah,
always strive to do that. Want to be, I don't want nobody to say that I wasn't a good person. I always want to be, a good influence to every single person who I can influence.
yeah.
Amen.
And that's
Well,
from
well
the,
said, bro.
I'm not gonna call you horses, but they use the terminology from the horse's mouth. That's directly from the men themselves telling you how they want to be remembered. Hopefully by God's help, they'll be around a long, long time as people enjoy
Amen.
their contribution to the kingdom. And then when time elapses, if the Lord didn't come and take us all out one time, then what they leave behind is legacy that can be reflected and can influence others as they pursue their dreams and aspirations. All
Yes.
right, my friend, this is Let's Talk with the Doc. I'm just about to wrap it up, and boy, we've gone a long time. We've gone a
Yeah.
long time, and it didn't look like it this long. But here we go, the final piece of your music. What will you use to say goodbye to your this great audience? So involved. This audience has been so involved. There's not a moment passed by where there is not somebody saying something that I can't keep up with. So what will you play out as we go? Who's gonna take us out? Jason gonna take us out. You started us off, right?
Okay.
So you'll take
Yes.
us out. You'll take us out. So you're gonna be the last one. You're gonna be the
Oh,
last player. All
Well,
okay,
right.
okay.
So we're
before
gonna take Garnet this time. We're gonna take Garnet and then Carl and then Jason. We're gonna come down in the order.
okay, before we do that, as Jason did, I want to also give a shout out to my friends and family who are watching. Daniel, my wife, Karel, my daughter,
Your wife, Carell?
and Darnell, my son, Karina, the Prendergast family, the Gibson family, the
Your
Cavaliers crew,
son, Karina?
The Padmore crew, the Walmart crew, the Jamaica crew. I just want to big up everybody. Thank you so much for supporting me through my endeavors in my music and my musical journey and believing in me. So just before he go, and for me tonight was, as you can tell, this was mainly about the talking. You heard me play the last time, so it's mainly about me sharing what was on my heart tonight. So if you didn't hear what you want to hear, it was kind of purposeful. So but take it away, Garnet.
Yes. So before I play, I just want to give a big shout out also to my wife and my son. Thank you for keeping him quiet around there. He's not sleeping. It's way past his bedtime. And thank you for keeping him quiet. And to my mom, my sister, my cousins, my other brother who is watching, my in laws,
Yes,
all
my
my
mom.
friends. and
Uh,
family. Thank you so
Persist.
much for showing up. You didn't have to. I really appreciate you, my brothers and I, and Pastor. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. And you'll hear a lot more from us. All right.
Yes.
My final song is I was toying with it whether to play a hymn or what, but okay, I think I'm gonna play a reggae hymn.
Thank you guys. I'm proud of you guys, and I'm glad to be part of
Yes, sir.
mm,
Beautiful.
yes, my brother. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Oh man.
Yes, brother got it.
Come on now.
you. You know what? It feels like
Yes, brother.
it almost feel like we're having a concert. You know what?
Thank you.
It feel like we're having a concert right here. Maybe we could do something like that and make people pay to come in to watch us.
No, it's free, sir. Free, free, free.
Raleigh.
All right, maybe we could plan a concert like this one at a time, right? So
Yes,
this is
sir.
just this
Yeah.
is incredible, 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 incredible. Go with it, Carl.
Yeah, I'm not going to change the mood at all, Garnet. I like that. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to, do a short piece on that one. Just continue.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Yes. Yes,
That's what I was
sir.
feeling.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
And what you feel, we feel too, right?
Yep.
All
Good
that the
looking
abundance of the
car.
man's heart, his fingers speak, right? So,
Oh my
That's
God.
what I was feeling.
wow, wow, wow. This is just incredible, 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 incredible. All right, Minister Jason, Reverend Jason, Reverend Gibson. I'm making a fun out of it. It's just a new discovery.
No, no, I got you. I got you.
I'm just giving honor where honor is due, right? So,
I appreciate that, sir.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna play a little bit of "Great Is Your Mercy." It's another Donny McClurkin. I love most of his songs, and I want to use that song to just give God glory because God has been merciful. He's been gracious with our upbringing. We had really great parents, but had it
Mm.
not been for the grace and mercy of God, we would not be here. So
Amen, amen,
just
amen.
want to play just a chorus. It won't be too long.
That's all right, man. Let's lay it down. That's your last piece. That's how you're going to be remembered tonight.
Mm. Come on now. Oh man.
He's done already.
Yes, man.
He's finished it already.
I'm very
Oh,
time conscious. As I said before, I hardly promote myself. I hardly put myself out there. So it's sorry if
Ah,
it was too short. Sorry if
Thank
it
such
God
was
for
too
Let's
short.
Talk with the Doc.
such humility. Oh man.
uh,
what's
yeah.
what's your last word, guy? You want to say? What's your last word that you're going to say? We're just about wrapping it up, but I'm just so delighted to have you guys. I'm glad you come the second time around. This is just really, really heartwarming, and I'm sure there's so many people who have just gotten to know you more. And looking forward, I know if we ever put Gibson Brothers coming up again anywhere down the line, everybody would want to join in again because you guys are impressive. Your contribution is second to none. You're impeccable at what you do.
Thank God.
I'm so proud of you. Your hearts are in it, and you are not faking it. It's real. It's real. And so we're gonna borrow a car. This is real. You know,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um
Yes.
I love it.
my final words would be, first of all, I want to say thank you again to you for
Yes.
having us and being with us. I should have jumped on the promotion way earlier, but I have other matters at hand and kind of distracted. But it wasn't intentional. But appreciate my brothers, my mom, and my sister. Everybody, my family. But I just wanted to single them out because they are
Yes.
the ones, the immediate family. My brother Gary, who is
Yes.
not who is not I've not seen in a while too. But I just want to big all of you up for tuning in and being patient with us. Want to big up Sister Beckford as well. I think she's probably one
Yes.
of my
Yes.
biggest fan.
Yes.
Yes.
I ain't lying. I mean,
I can say amen to that.
yeah, no, I ain't lying. I mean, if I ever want anybody to promote me, I mean,
Yes.
I think she's the person. So I
Yeah.
just want to big her up. I'm sure she's watching. If
This
you're
is
Yes, she
watching,
is.
this is that line right there. That's her line right there in the comments that I just posted there. I'm so proud and blessed by them. Love their humility.
I
That's what
can't
she
see.
said.
I can't see.
Okay, so that was her line right there.
Right.
Okay.
But I guess I'll check it out afterwards.
Right.
But
Yeah.
so I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Garnet and Wendell.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
tonight was really, you know, a blessing for me. And I hope that we can do this not necessarily in a open forum live, but more so in a family setting.
Yeah.
And you're still considered family, Pastor Beckford. So don't
Yes.
feel bad. But but
Link
thank
link me in anytime. Link me in anytime.
yeah.
Yes,
But
sir.
I just want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I really want to thank Daniel. She for the past couple of weeks, she's been going and going, and I really appreciate her. And thank you too for keeping the kids real quiet. I mean, I'm surprised I haven't seen Karel once. Like it's almost impossible.
Don't talk too soon.
But you're right. You're right about that. But I just want to appreciate you guys. Please, I ask you to keep us in your prayers.
Yeah.
We are not perfect, and we're
Yeah.
we're continue working. We're work in progress,
Yes.
and but I have a big heart, and I can tell you this: um, whatever you see is what you get. Like that word real,
Yeah.
it's deliberate. That's really who I am. As you can see, the way I talk, you know, I spill my guts, So I can't do fake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever you see tonight, just I hope you accepted. I hope I was respectful to many of you. I hope I was honest and open enough for you guys to see a little bit in my life. Garnet has heard a lot about me, because we talk a lot, and Wendell.
Yeah.
So but really appreciate coming alongside and sharing with you guys. And for those who are watching again, thank you again. Big up this program for having us. This is our second time, and I just want to endorse. I want to endorse it. This man of God, this man has
Yes.
brought us through the early stage of our lives, and we'll never forget. He looks this is very same way. It doesn't look an
Same way.
age
Yep.
Same
a
way.
minute older. Neither
Same
he
way I
and his
remember.
wife. None of them look any different from the day when I was 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
They look the same, and
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure that that's the grace of God on you guys. And I just want to honor
That's
you
right.
all, and like I said, honor all the people that have been watching and supporting. Big up.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, man, and I just hope all the friends just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my
Yep.
YouTube channel if you haven't done it
Yep.
yet. Because again, you never know who's gonna be next. And by the way, guys, I'm throwing it out there because people are saying. Said in part three should be a concert. They said, and Garnet said it would be free. So hey, you
Yep.
know, we could plan for that down in the latter part of the year. Just come on and just have a ball. These guys just let it out, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that we
Yes.
can have a deal right here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Sounds
that's
like a
it. So, friends, if you're listening, tell your friends it's in the making.
yeah.
We'll have them right here. We're gonna do a live concert, and when they come part three, it's gonna be a live concert, and God knows what that's gonna be like. I am
My
excited
lord.
about
My
it.
lord.
All
Yes.
right, you ain't heard nothing yet.
So
yeah.
I just want to thank my family again, my wife
Yeah.
and my son, for being of great support, and thank you, Pastor, for having us. I
Yes.
My
really
pleasure, man.
appreciate you
My
the
pleasure.
second time. And as I'm on here and I'm watching and I'm looking at the numbers on Facebook and on YouTube, and the numbers have been steady, and I'm so grateful for all the people who have been watching. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I can't tell you how much I'm happy that you're watching, that you stayed with us. You share, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It
Yeah.
means a lot to me and to my brother. I mean, I'm sure means a lot to all of us, but I'm so happy that you guys stay and share, and you write and say all the great things. And please subscribe to Doc Orville channel.
Yes.
Also, you can subscribe to my channel also on um, YouTube. I'm also on Facebook, Gawain Garnet Gibson, on YouTube as well, on IG at Garnet Works. And I'm
Yeah.
also on radio every Tuesday night for Colorful Praise Expressions. Let me tell you something. If you've never been on Colorful Praise Expressions,
Uh-huh.
I promise you, the music I'm going to play, you never hear those music. You didn't know that they exist. So
Real
you
good
don't want to
music.
miss that. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for tuning in. But I had to give that little plug to Colorful Praise Expressions. Trust me,
And if
Pastor
you
can
and if,
tell you.
and if you're wondering where to find colorful praise expression every Tuesday, just go to gnlc.church.
Mhm.
That's right.
gnlc.church. The radio link is right there.
Radio
That's
link is
right.
right there.
Just
Yeah.
have the
Yes.
radio link, and you'll get him live.
That's right.
Somebody said
Yes.
supernatural God. Yes, if you don't know what supernatural God is, man, you need to go look for that song on YouTube. Supernatural God,
All right,
Dexter Walker.
all right. This is great.
Yep.
This is great. Jason, you did yours already?
No, not as yet.
Oh,
No.
Um, but yeah, yeah, first and foremost, wanna thank God for, again, I said it the last time we met in part one, but for putting it on your heart. Out of the blue it came on your heart, and you pitched the idea to Garnet, for us to kind of get together and stuff. And I think it is really good because you know what? And I can be very candid. I can be very honest and transparent with everybody watching. Um, there's great things that God has done for the Gibson family, right?
Yeah.
Um, but prior to this opportunity, I never had an opportunity to really share my story. I never had an
Yes.
opportunity to
True.
really just invite people into what it's been like, or to get to know me, because most people just see me, know me as musician, I play all of that kind of stuff, but you know this medium provided an opportunity for us to be able to share with people and people understand. So I really am very grateful. I'm very, very grateful. So thank God for you, Pastor Beckford. Thank God for Sister Beckford. Um, Thank God for my brothers. Thank God for my family. Babe, Candace, Daniel, David, Alyssa. Really want to say a special thanks to my mom. She will remind me as often as she remembers to put God first, to make it
Yeah.
about the glory of God. All right. So she always say she don't care if we give her a big house, big land, big this, big that. Just make sure we are faithful to God. And that word stays with me. And I give God thanks for her. My sister Kedin, brother Moses, everybody that tuned in this evening, I really appreciate you. All the musicians that have worked with in the past didn't remember to call your name this evening. Matter of fact, I piggyback on Carl when he started reeling out the scroll of names. So, just want to highlight you. I respect and appreciate all of you and really thank you. Really thank you. I appreciate the support our family gets. And, may God add to you and your family just so much more. Blessing in abundant. Um,
Amen.
yeah. Amen.
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 Thank you so much, gentlemen. Again, I personally just thought of it. I never thought it would have been even well received. I just kind of throw it out and gonna say, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we'll pass on and say, oh, the guys, yeah, they'll do it, and I was so happy because
Yeah.
it was a joy for me even to get to see you guys together. Haven't seen like Jason since God knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know what Jason looked like for all those 5 years, But it was just my joy and my pleasure to have you guys come in the first time and then you come back this time, and I think it is even healthier.
Yes.
We've gone through the stories and the history in the first time, and now we just kind of get into the now, where people are now and what's happening in their lives now, which is really really nice, and I can't wait. I really can't wait for us to come back and say this is gonna be the concert time. It's gonna be music, 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 music.
Yes.
Get them laid out. I can't wait for that. I can't wait. You
Yes,
guys are the
sir.
best around, and I can't get enough of you guys. I mean, not one of you is falling below standard. You guys are just at the top echelon of the thing. It's not like, oh,
Praise God.
it's not like
Praise God.
Garnet is really good and Jason trying. It's not like
He's really good.
really good and Garnet trying. Well, the keyboard guys are really good, but Carl has struggled with the bass and think no, the guys are just top of the line with what you do, and I am so proud of you guys.
Praise God.
Man,
Thank you,
blessings to you
Pastor.
guys.
Yes,
Blessings
sir.
to you
Thank
guys.
you.
Blessings to you guys.
Yes, sir.
My head is lifting up high for you guys, and I hope great things for you as we.
No, 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 no. I'm just playing. But what? Keep talking. Keep talking.
Oh, he's providing background music.
All
All
right,
right.
thank you, guys. Thank you for that. All right, guys. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, friends of Garnet, friends of Jason, friends and family of Garnet, Jason and Carl, your wives and children, and all your and Sister Claire, Rose. We go back
Yeah.
from Claire days to Rose. We know them way back.
Mhm.
God bless you over in Cayman Islands and all those in Jamaica, wherever you are around the world joining us tonight. I hope that you have enjoyed every moment of it. And I hope that you keep your ears open for when we're going to do the next one because three is be a charm. Until next time, my friends, this is Let's Talk with the Dog. Thank you, guys. You hang in there
Thank you.
while hang in there on my outro, and then we can say goodbye offline. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you for checking in on ORB Ministries. I trust that you will share with your friends, subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and stay tuned because you never know what's next or who will join the conversation.